Namaskar viewers, once again welcome back in my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic that is in the news. The issue is basically concerned with Manipur crisis. As you know, this time Manipur is flaring up and lots of crisis happening there, and there is lots of casualties also being happening there, and lots of people losing their lives. So in this video we will try to understand what is the crux and what is the reason behind this Manipur crisis, and why it is happening, why it is going on, and why it gets flared up this time right now, and various other aspect related with this. So let's get into the video without wasting time. So to understand the Manipur issue, we should understand the demography of the Manipur. As you know, Manipur is very strategic position, and it is lies in our northeastern India, and from long ago, this area, this whole northeast as such is affected by various insurgencies and nationalist effects, and even China also supporting those peoples in those areas. So on the basis of security perspective, those areas are very sensitive for India. So what has happened this time, that we first understand the demography of the Manipur. So you should know that there are two communities, two areas in Manipur. One is hilly areas and second is valley areas. In the hilly areas, two types of ST communities, tribal communities lives there. That is Naga and Kuki tribes. In the valley area, that is plain area, the meity community lives there. That is so-called Hindu community. So it is very clear that there are two areas in the valley areas and hilly areas. In the hilly areas, the Kuki and Naga tribes live there, and in the plain area, that is valley areas, the meity tribes lives there. That is so-called Hindu community. So we will now look the area distributed to them. You should know that the meity community, that is Hindu community, it contributes 64% population of the Manipur, and just having 10% area of the Manipur. And those ST tribes that like Naga and Kuki, which lives in hilly area, they cover 90% area of the Manipur. The issue arises from here. So they are having more population. Those tribes, which are hilly tribes, they are having more population, and less population but more area. So in that case, they are getting more opportunities, more resource availabilities, and along with that, they are ST. In that case, they have more constitutional provisions. They have, reservation in jobs. Along with that, they are availing lots of autonomy. Along with that, lots of various provisions in their own favors. And this so-called Hindu community, that is meity community, is it Hindu community? So in that case, it is not availing the proviso as defined by the constitution for the ST. So the issue comes here, as they are having more population but less area, so they have less availability of resources. So these meity communities demanding that they must be included in ST category. And before, so initially they filed petition in High Court of Manipur, and recently the decision comes in favor of this meity tribe. So SC recommended that Ministry of Tribal Affairs that this particular meity community must be included in the ST scheduled tribe communities, and demanded for their inclusion in the ST community. So in that case, it makes very difficult and agitated the tribal community which lived in the hilly areas. They do not want to so, because they think that if the meity community will be included in tribal areas, so their lots of opportunities will be lost, and they will lose their employment opportunity. Along with that, there are various other provisions which are installed by our constitution for them. So in that case, those tribal communities started agitation and protest. Along with that, strike that takes form of a violent agitation in the Manipur. So there is a union, that is all student union in Manipur, that organized a tribal solidarity march in for the expressing their agitation and their protest against the verdict of the High Court that they must not be included in the ST category. So these particular community, that is Kuki and Naga, they are saying that as the meity is a particular language in Manipur, and this is included in the 8th schedule. If they will be along with that, they are availing the reservation under SC and OBC categories. And they are also saying that if these categories, these meity people will included in ST category, they will also consume our employment opportunities and various other provisions and our resources. They are saying that already this meity community in the dominant position in Manipur, as in the larger in population. Along with that, you should know that there are 60 assembly seats in the Manipur, and 40 lies in the valley areas, in 10%, just 10% area of the Manipur, and 40 seats are occupied by these so-called meity community, that is Hindu. So in that case, they are saying that although they are already in dominant position in Manipur, they are availing lots of political power, economic power, and strategic position along with that. So they will, if they will be included in ST community, they will harm our opportunities. So this particular community, that is your meity and Naga, they are protesting, and this protest took violent agitation in Manipur and caused lots of devastation, along with that casualties. Lots of people lost their life in vain, and even shoot at the site order was ordered and assigned to the army and police, because situation get adverse in Manipur at this time. Even today, this violation, this violent agitation is continuing, and people are there losing their time. And this today the army has been deployed there, and the army now taking the reign of the Manipur and controlling the situation there. So this is the basic issue, and I've told you that how these two particular communities are continuously struggling for their identity, for their opportunities. So although this is demand of the meity tribe is to a large extent is valid, because they are occupying very less area, but it is also not hide that they are in dominant position in the Manipur. So how long this protest will be going on, and what will be its implication, and what will the further proceeds of the government? As you know, this time Manipur is ruled by BJP government, and Biren Singh is the chief minister there. So they trying to accommodate, they are trying to make consensus between the tribes, and what will be the future? This is the matter of the on the road, and this, so we will look this issue with very deep in the future along as well. So as you know that in the our previous lectures, I've also told you that recently what happens that there was an agreement between the two revolutionary armies, like Kuki revolutionary armies and Zomi revolutionary armies. These are two groups, or you can say insurgent groups in Manipur, which fights for their autonomy and for their rights in the Manipur. So there was an agreement between the government and these particular insurgent groups that they will not make situation very chaotic and agitation in the state. But what happens recently, 1 to 3 months ago, that agreement was broken out, and the government withdrew from this agreement. So this situation makes more conquer situation in the state, and this time Manipur is flaring up, and we hope that the situation will be resolved very soon, and we hope that Manipur will be live in very peace. So very thank you to all for my lectures. I think you will find my video very helpful and process. So we will make you aware of the facts in the future happenings. Very thank you for all this time. Thank you.